Good morning, everyone. I came back from Barcelona for my trip yesterday at 12:15 in the morning, California time. So I'm yeah. So how am I gonna start the story? So we went to Barcelona on September. We flew out of California on the 17th, got into Barcelona on the 18th, and so. Got a chance to see my cousin, the first cousin to hug, spend time with him. It was really so surreal. Finally, to meet him, finally to spend time with him in person took how long? A couple months probably, but I really miss, like, no lie, I do miss my cousin right now. Like, so much. Like, completely, like, a lot, a lot. I miss him like crazy. Um, I've really, honestly, I'm blessed to have him as my cousin and finally meeting him. My parents were on the trip as well. We stayed at the hotel in Barcelona. I stayed at the hotel for 2 nights, and then I stayed with my cousin from Wednesday night all the way up to Sunday night. I stayed with my cousin. I went back to the hotel on Monday because my cousin was working. I just didn't want to disturb him or whatever, hang around his place. But I knew I had to pack and get my stuff like situated practically for the trip back. So throughout that whole like week, we walked around on Monday. Got to see Barcelona. We've spent time with my primo, Andre, in Barcelona. For that day, we went out to eat with him on Tuesday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night. Wednesday, he was too busy at work, and so I knew I was coming over Wednesday night anyway. So, like, whenever I was done with dinner with my parents, I went back to the hotel. I went over to my cousin's house. My parents, like, asked me if I wanted them to come along. I'm like, no, I got it. It's not too far. If it was like 10 blocks down, probably like, yeah, probably. But it's pretty close to the hotel area, so I got it. I walked over there at night by myself. It was getting dark though, but I made it safe and sound in one whole piece. Um, but yeah, get a chance to spend time with my cousin. Met his roommate. That's he's pretty cool. Pretty cool personality. Pretty different than my other friends' personalities per se, but um I yeah. Monday night we played some games. I played one game with it. Like we played two games, and I beat him at one game that he had, and then we played Uno. I'm usually the pro at Uno, and this guy whooped me good. He beat me twice. I am not playing Uno ever again. I probably will. I really want to match his sister at Uno some point. See see if I can beat her at Uno. If not, I will hand it to her. She can. I'm not. I will be done with Uno if she beat me twice. I'm like, I'm finished, folks. I'm not playing more games after this. I'm like, shoot. Um, I'll just play against my adopted parents that I can like win. um, so we went out to eat to what was it? A Peruvian restaurant one night, and so like all three of us have ceviche. I love ceviche. It was a toss up between lomo saltado or ceviche. Um, so yeah, so I did ceviche. I wasn't sure what I wanted. I'm like, it's like a tough decision what I wanted. In ceviche, or lomo saltado. But I've yeah, did that. It's funny thing is like I can't. One of these meals, it was like at the mall, and my cousin put like for ketchup, like honestly, well not ketchup, fries. As Peruvians, we did like mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup on our fries, and all. I don't want to do mustard for my mom because I knew what she would say, and Andre, he got mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise on his fries, and my mom made comment to him. I'm like, and he's like, don't judge me. I'm like, and my mom's like, that's what she says all the time when I mention stuff. I'm like, we're so related. Like, I don't know that comment. I'm like, I always say that to my parents. Don't judge me. Sheesh. Don't hate it until you try it. I'm like, do mustard, ketchup, and mayonnaise on fries is like the best, folks. I should do that one time in front of my parents. If we had fish tacos, like what? Mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard. But I do eat mustard on my fries occasionally. Not as much, but it's really good though. Um, like it's a Peruvian thing practically, so it's like yeah. Um, we've yeah spent a lot of time together. My favorite moments that I had with him, like we talked on the beach together. We've talked so much on that on Sunday night. It got so serious. He said something like, from a caring, loving, kind person he is. The funny thing is, I heard it before from someone else, and I'm like cracking up. I'm like crying. I'm like, guys, just stop speaking to him right now. Don't give him any ideas. I'm like, great. Like, I knew this would come along some point, but a lot of people, like, I'm like really easygoing. Like, you can, like, let's go to the beach, or I don't really mind. I'm really flexible. To anything. I'm like, I go with the flow practically. As long as it's not going to a club, we're good. But I know he was saying it from a caring, loving person that he is. So I'm like, I'm not mad at him for saying it because I do know he actually does care. So I'm not going to say what we talked about or what came up because it's private. We've yeah, amazing, great days. We went to the beach on Saturday. What was it? I think Sunday night. Then Saturday night, we went to the beach. His roommate came along. And so spent time with my cousin. That was interesting for me to see like what the nightlife is like at the concerts at the beach area because I'm always wondering what it would have been like. Like if I didn't go, I'm going to like have like this big regret. I like seeing what Barcelona is like these festivals and stuff like that going on, and it's pretty cool just seeing it. I'm like, this is pretty dope. But like, these guys know how to party than California folk. I'm like, shoot, man. I'm like, but I don't party at night. I'm like, people who know me, I don't do that. But it's just for me, just seeing it is like so interesting and like seeing the vibe of all these people. um, that was pretty like cool to do with my cousin Andre, taking the Metrolink, taking the bus. I'm like, shoot, man, I'm like, let's do it. I'm up for anything practically. Andre, now you know I'm up for anything. Knowing that I don't really mind. I'm like, if I don't have any ideas what to do, I'm like, shoot, I'm like, it's an adventure for me. I'm like, let's go. I have to say, my cousin is like absolutely the sweetest, most loving, most caring. He's really good looking, and he's single ladies out there. Just joking. This is not a dating app. Just joking. Just kidding, Andre. I won't set you up. But he does know how to cook. He's an amazing cook. I'm like, dang it, too bad we're related. Oops, did I say that loud? But he is really darn good looking. Such a sweetheart. But I'm really grateful to have him as my cousin. He became like a big brother to me throughout like the tail end of the trip. He became like a big brother. I didn't expect that to happen. And so, but Andre, I'm really grateful to have you in my life. I would not trade you at all. If you're ever in California, I do have a guest bedroom. I do have Wi-Fi. If you stay at my parents, they do not have Wi-Fi. So if you stay with me, you get the Wi-Fi with it. So mi casa su casa. So it's like, yeah. I don't really cook, so good luck. You might starve if you don't cook for yourself. So just to let you know. Um, but I do cook people, okay, but not really. But the hardest thing ever on the trip was like leading up to the day when I left. I was flipping in tears. Sunday I cried. Monday I cried a little bit during dinner. And then Tuesday came around. I've got my stuff ready. Sat down in the lobby. I'm like on my phone and like going through my social media. And then my cousin was coming by to say goodbye to us. I was like in tears a little bit a couple minutes before he came in. He sat next to me, and soon I know it, like a couple minutes after, like 8:30 came by. Like first it was the person who works at the desk came up to us that our taxi would be coming around like 35 minutes on its way, whatever. Um, got like the big knot in my stomach, like the emptiness and everything, like coming down, knowing that I only have a few minutes left with my cousin. And I never thought this would have been like the hardest thing I ever would do, and it's going to get, I'm guessing, probably will get harder every time I have to say goodbye to him. I've been in a taxi like came in. Came up to me. I was like in the zone, wasn't really mentally ready, and she's like asked me like, "Are you from 205?" And that's our room number. And I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like so stunned. I'm like, I couldn't say it. I couldn't get the words out. And I just didn't want to leave. I didn't want to say goodbye to my cousin. And it was time to go back to grab my stuff. I was like in tears. I didn't want to do this. And my cousin Andre put his arm around me. He knew it was going to be really difficult for me to say goodbye to him. And I so my dad grabbed my backpack and put it in the trunk of the taxi, and he said goodbye to Andre, and my mom. They were going into the taxi. I was next. I have to give him a hug and say goodbye. It felt like I was being taken away from my family once again, being readopted, and it's like not so like not easy, and not having a cousin like really close by to you. I was like so much in tears, like non-stop. I'm sorry if I got your t-shirt wet, Andre. I'm so sorry. If I did. um, I've never thought that goodbye would be that hard for me, but it was extremely, extremely hard. The longest hug, I think we hugged probably good 5 minutes, felt like it, probably longer. And and it was like I didn't want to let go. I just wanted to take him with me back to the States. Or I just rather stay in Barcelona. I'll just buy some new clothes out there. I'm like, shoot. I just didn't want to leave my cousin behind. And I'm like, but I had to make sure my parents get home okay. It's like so hard to like leave my cousin behind, and it's like really like I miss him like crazy. And this distance is like even harder than I ever expected now, and it's like 17 hours away for me, and it's like around the world, and it's like I can't be like going out into town with him at night, or I can't sit at the dining room table to have breakfast with him. I can't do all those things. or have dinner with him. It's been like so much like crazy. But life moves on. But I'm really grateful for Andre for being my cousin and that the whole trip. Never thought that he would become like a big brother to me. But all I can say, I love my cousin. I love you, Andre. I'm really grateful for that you're in my life. And yeah. And we're told him what my other name used to be back in the day. Before it got changed back in the day. Soon I will be adding 2 names into my adopted name. My OG names. So yeah, God willing, that will come to be, and I'll change it, and I'll have my name, my OG name, into add on with my adopted names. But yeah, I'll hope for my cousin Andre. I hope he'll do a video call at some point, because I really do miss talking to you face to face. And yeah, don't worry, I'll keep on swimming at some point. Just okay, we'll try to keep on swimming. So if all y'all who know where that line came from, you better know where that line came from. From a Disney movie. Just keep swimming. But yeah, hopefully God willing that my cousin will come out here. But we'll see. But yeah. Hope you guys have like a great day, and I'm dealing with black and blue marks on my body now. I think I got bit by a spider. Oh no. Well, I don't know. Some bug in Barcelona, maybe. I have no idea. I found 2 bites. But anywho, I hope you have a great, wonderful day, you guys, and have fun and have an absolutely wonderful, beautiful day.